Now it's time for America's Talking, with video clips from statehouses across the country. We start in Georgia, where State Representative Jason Ridley has House Bill 1454 impacting gun ranges, gun auctions, and even databases of who is carrying firearms.
Section 1 just strengthens the prohibition against creating a database of weapon carry license and sharing those. Section 2 prohibits municipalities from banning discharging firearms on a parcel of 10 acres or larger. Discharges are still subject to reasonable regulations such as the noise ordinance, and does not single out firearms, but they cannot be prohibited. Section 3 requires all municipalities that have seized firearms to auction them off once every 12 months, so they're not stockpiling them. And then the bill also allows citizens to directly bid on them. Currently, it's only for dealers. This will allow citizens to bid on it, but they still have to go through a dealer to receive the gun, so they still have to go through a licensed FFL.
While Georgia looks to work at relaxing some gun laws to increase Second Amendment rights, other states looking to clamp down on those, and those types of laws typically get litigated all the way up to the U.S. Supreme Court. The Supreme Court today declining to hear a felony gun possession case in the case Vincent v. Bondi Monday. Challenged targeted laws banning individuals with certain felony convictions from possessing firearms. So we'll see where that story ends up. Meanwhile, this morning, the Supreme Court heard the case U.S. v. Himani, and that's centered around a Texas man who was charged with a felony after FBI agents found a pistol, marijuana, and trace amounts of cocaine in his house after obtaining a search warrant. That challenge is over whether or not nonviolent drug users have a Second Amendment right. Meanwhile, in Minnesota, State Budget Director Anna Ming discussed some budget impacts from tightening federal rules around social service safety net programs.
The most significant impact of the prepayment review process comes from the fact that we are receiving fewer bills from providers. Sometimes some have referred to this as cost avoidance. Through an analysis of claims from both before and during the implementation of prepayment review, DHS estimates about 4% lower spending in these 14 services as a result of providers simply billing less. This cost avoidance is expected to decrease state spending by $75 million this biennium and $99 million in the next. This estimate is based on actual experience in the most recent quarter, and it's not an explicit measure of fraud. It may indicate that there's a deterrent effect of the new prepayment review process, but it might also be capturing savings related to broader conditions in both the service delivery sector or the broader economy.
Fraudulent use of those taxpayer funds remaining a critical point for those wanting to track and audit these types of funds in Minnesota. And that's definitely going to be a place to continue to watch closely. In Washington State, legislative staffer Tracy Taylor explained a controversial constitutional amendment that state is looking to possibly enact on the state's income tax.
Senate Bill 6346 imposes a 9.9% tax on an individual's receipt of income exceeding $1 million beginning in calendar year 2028. And it also provides that 7% of the revenues are dedicated to the city and county public defense services, expands the working family tax credit, increases the B&O tax credit for small businesses, increases the tax return filing threshold for B&O to $250,000, provides a sales and use tax exemption from grooming and hygiene products, expires the B&O surcharges on businesses with excess of $250 million per year, and repeals sales taxes on specified services that were enacted in Senate Bill 5814 beginning January 1st, 2030, and exempts individual income taxes from a statutory prohibition on state and local income taxes.
A lot of debates going to be had in Washington State about that proposal of taxing millionaires more. And that is America's Talking, with State House clips from across the country. From my studios in Central Illinois, I'm Greg Bishop. Be sure to join us back here Tuesday for more stories impacting you, the taxpayer, from around the country, only with the Center Square Daily.